Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jenny here, the Uncrafty Crafter. We are kitting up this canvas, Psalm 8. We are kitting this up today. This is going to be my WIP and Chat. So I finished the canvas and wanted to work on kit up this one for Books and Diamonds. And then today just happened to fall on the day that I wanted to kit this up, so that's how it worked out. So if you don't know what WIP means, WIP, W-I-P, stands for work in progress. So grab whatever crafty WIP you got and join me as I just chit chat and kit this up. So if you don't have anything crafty to work on, then you can just chill out with us while you're doing your laundry, your dishes, driving your kids to and from, whatever, wherever, doesn't matter. So I'll tell you real quick a couple things that I've done, just pre-film or pre-hit the button to say go. This is my Elizabeth Ward storage, which I have not used in a good long time. I think the last time I used this was for the Lamy Corn canvas that I did, which is forever ago. This particular canvas has 60 colors, and I didn't have enough, plus I'm -1. And then also this one here, okay, so let me just say, I had this in a place where the baby could get to it. And so she loves to play with these, especially when they got pretty little color beads in them, right? So she broke the bottom of this one. It's got a big chunk missing out of it. So I just took and covered it up with a piece of washi tape on the inside and on the outside. See, inside, outside, because I didn't want to throw it away. And they're kind of grimy where she chewed on them and got teeth marks. I mean, whatever, it is what it is, right? But I'm missing one. I'm sure it's around here somewhere, but I'm missing one. I was able to locate all the others. I had to look under my bed, in the baby's room, under the couch, under my nightstand, under everything to find them all. And luckily I'm only missing one. Secondly, because there are only 41 containers in this kit here, it's supposed to be 42, but I had to pull out a Harbor Freight with some empty containers so I can kit the entire thing up. So secondly, what I do with these stickers, this is probably the long way around it, I don't really know, but you know how you'll take the stickers and then you'll cut them all out, but then you gotta like peel them all off like individually, and that can be a major pain in the butt. So what I do, I should have filmed this before I did it. This is how it normally is right here, right? So what I do is I cut the DMC off of this, okay? And then I cut because there's 2 lines of DMC codes, I'll cut that off. Can you even see what I'm doing? I'll get you down here a little bit. So since there are 2 rows of DMCs, I'll cut those right down the center. And then what I do is I take each one, make sure to cut off any excess around the label, like extra white space on the outside of the labels and stuff, like what's here at the top. See that? And the bottom, I don't need that stuff. So what I do is cut the excess off, and then I just peel the entire thing off of the yellow backing, and then I lay it back down so that there's a little lip here on the edge of that backing, so that what I can do is go through and cut like this. I really need a little bit more space. You can see what I'm doing, but it keeps them all in a row so I don't have individual little things flying everywhere. So let me just pull this off and put it back on so I have more space for the rest of them. So I'll put it down here like this. Okay, now that way I have more room to cut and not be right at the very tip, you know, because I don't have much I cut too much right there. So, Anyway, that's the easiest way I have found to do this, so that they stay in a long string, but they're not flying everywhere individually. And then I just go through and peel them off. Usually I'll use tweezers because I always have big, long, giant fingernails. Excuse me. You have to be careful so that you don't cut all the way through that back sheet, that back yellow piece. So, I'm just going to do this. And I may have picked the wrong thing to do a WIP and Chat because I'm not good at trying to concentrate on two things at once. My brain is not set up that way. So if this gets too long and tedious here, I apologize. Let me get through this whole section. Just about, there we go. Okay, now you can see how they're all like, it's like a little tassel or a little, oh, what do you call those things that you like decorate with? Like a banner or whatever. Oh, and one just came off of there. I'll go ahead and just put that on using a pair of tweezers. So FYI, I got lazy and did not want to peel all the stickers off of this kit, off of these. Oopsie. But that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on here because I know that there is not very, well, I think there's more, is there more green or more, oh no, there's definitely more blue. So I'm just going to lay this right on top of here. Ookie, ookie. Yeah, being a lazy crafter. So I did not take all of the stickers off. And these labels are actually bigger than these are. You can see that number one at the top is the one I just put on. All those labels that are still on there are smaller. Okay, and I'm back. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of this off. These excess little spots down here. And to get rid of them. I usually keep my little bag that all my drills come in to keep my trash in. That's usually what I do. Usually what I do. Okay, so, yeah, I'll go through here and cut these all. And then, what I try to do, usually I use my Harbor Freight, to be perfectly honest. But when I use these Doris Ward or, not Doris Ward, Elizabeth Ward, or some people call them Doris containers, I usually go through and pick my bigger colors, like my 310s or whatever I have a lot of, and divvy those up into the bigger containers first. So, but with my Harbor Freight, I'm not that picky because they're all the same size and it doesn't really matter. But, oops, I cut right through that almost. But with these, there's a bunch of these little teeny tiny ones that are like that big. And so, you know, I don't want to put like 310 in one of those or put the label for 310 on that container accidentally if I'm not paying attention. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I wanted to get this one up for Books and Diamonds. And like I said in my unboxing, and I'm not sure if you're going to be seeing the unboxing before you see the kitting up. Yeah, because this is actually a WIP and Chat that needed to go up today, Tuesday. But guess what? It is Tuesday night as I am doing this. It is 7:20 p.m. And yes, I only have 2,000 steps. Do not judge me. Just got this Fitbit because I decided after the new year I wanted to lose some of this daggone weight. And me and a few YouTube friends have decided to challenge each other. And so I got a Fitbit, and I've never had one before. I mean, I've had one, but it wasn't like an actual Fitbit. I've said this before. It was like a cheap version that my brother-in-law had given me, and it worked pretty good. It was okay. However, I've lost the cap to my tweezers, and that, you know what that means. Ruh-roh raggy. Oh, there it is. But yeah, anyway, I was like blow drying my hair one day with that generic one on, and it literally gave me like 2,000 steps just blow drying my hair. I'm like, okay, this is not gonna work. So I know they're all not like 100% accurate, but I've been checking and keeping an eye, and this is pretty accurate, so that makes me happy. Okay, so some of the big ones. Let's see, we have lots of these colors here. So just know that during this WIP and Chat, there will be lots of crinkle. Okay. 823. I think that's the only bag of 823. Am I right? Nope, there's another one. Lord, they're gonna just mess me all up, ain't they? Lord youngins. Okay, so we have 823 there. And we have 823 here. 823 is this like pretty, like, kind of a dark, it's a dark navy blue. 939, I believe, is darker, for sure. But that is my kid next door pecking on his bedroom wall, or not on the wall, but he's pecking on something, and I don't know what he's pecking on. Yeah, here's 939. That's a navy blue too. It almost looks black. So it's a lot light, or a lot darker than this one. I mean, can you tell that? But yeah, this is a lot, but they're still both navy blue. Okay, you don't need to know that. Who cares, right? Just cut the bags open, dump them in the container, be done with it. Okay, so we need to find the 823, which is right here. I need my tweezers. And I'm gonna put this right there in that. So whenever I ask for it here in a minute, somebody's gonna have to say, psst, it's in your blah, blah, blah. I really need my, not the pokey stabby ones, but the more like rounded ones. So I'm gonna put the 823 in this one. Again, lazy crafter, did not pull the labels off. You can judge if you want. I don't care. But I'm gonna open them both up. Sometimes whenever I have a lot of like 310, I don't open all of them up. I'll open like all but one. Ooh, yeah. But because sometimes you don't even need all of them, but I'm guaranteeing you, if they're giving me 2 bags of 823, I'm probably going to need one and then a little more out of the other. So might as well dump it in there, right? Okay, 1 down, 1,000,000 more to go. Kidding, just kidding. Okay, my husband's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm gonna go to the bedroom. And he's like, every time you go to the bedroom to say you're gonna film or edit a video, you fall asleep. And I'm like, yeah, well, what's your point? I had to take a coffee break. But anyway, yeah, he's like, so why are you blah, 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 blah? I'm like, I really do have to film. Like yesterday, I went to the bedroom to film or edit. And I did. I edited the video. I uploaded the video. Happened to be my Melly Mel, the one where I like, everybody thought I was going to lop off all 5 of my fingers. That was so funny. It was hilarious. But anyway, I didn't lop any fingers off. Thank you, Jesus. Still got to practice. I don't know. Abigail messages me and she's like, I'm scared. You're killing me. I'm dying. Oh my God. She was like literally texting as she was watching. And I'm like, girl, I'm okay. I still got all my fingers. I can text you. But she was like, she said, you're going to have to FaceTime me so I can show you how to flip that thing open. I'm like, oh, I don't know that I want to be flipping the thing open because I don't want to get all like, you know what happens when you get like, what do they say? All self-confident and, you know what I mean? That's when something bad happens. But anyway, thanks, Melly, for the machete. I enjoy using it. I just don't enjoy shutting it back. But I'll get the hang of it, I promise. We'll see if my husband continues to allow me to use it. He's weird about, ooh, boy, about got to the very tip top there. Look at that. Shiny black drills. Okay, these are 310. So let me grab my 310 sticker. 310. 310. Ooh, nope, you guys stay on there. Stay on there. You kind of got to be gentle with them when they're like that. But for the most part, I always cut them this way. Which one's another color that needs a lot of space? Let me see here. Maybe that 3865. Yeah, I would say the 3865. We'll go with that. 3865. But yeah, I'm gonna be super late getting this WIP and Chat out and up. But that's okay. 3865. Turn this around this way. $38.65. Okay. Let's see if you guys are at a good angle to be seeing all of the stuffs. And for those of you who have nails and use these, I always use the end of my tweezers to pop that tab open. Sometimes I can get them open, sometimes I can't. Just depends on the actual container and my nails. Oops, one just went flying out of there. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sorry for the stinky shadow, but I can't help it. I cannot help it. That is what happens when you have children and you have to like I was like filming today a couple of other videos, and literally I was like, oh my God. having to start and stop, because they just were not. These tweezers, check these out. Look at them. Do you see what I'm seeing? They're like, it's like, meow. This side right here is like all kind of funny looking. Maybe you can't tell it. I can tell it. Looks weird. Okay, sorry, I got distracted for a minute. Okay, these are definitely larger ones that need larger containers. I don't have any more of the big ones. The big ones that I just used, I only have 3 of those, which is okay. All right, 434. Yep, see, couldn't quite get it with that one. So I got 434, 434, 434. Some of these bags are pretty full. There's gonna be lots of browns in this one. Because there's a lot of brown in the canvas, right? The hands, that one's 434. 434, 434, 434. Oops, what's this one? This one just came off. Let's see, what are you? And where do you think you're going? Number 738. Okay. I needed 434. Usually I'll just go through when I'm doing my Harbor Freights, and I just, like I said, pull them out individually, like just boom, 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 like just straight down the rows. But when you're using these, because you got 3 different sizes, right? You got these little bitty ones that are literally like Tic Tac container size, and then you have another one that's like that size, and then you have one that's this size, and then you have the big kahuna ones, the big ones. So yeah, you kind of just have to see which one's gonna fit where. 939. Let me open this up. I've done WIP and Chats before where I've been like kidding up, and I super duper struggle with talking during them. That was 939 because I like can't concentrate. I'm like the worst for that, right? Where are you? 939. There you are, 939. It's just easier for me to use my tweezers, because these fingernails will not allow me to do everything I want to do. Okay, more bigger color amounts. Oh, is that another? Oh, that's 435. Okay, bigger, bigger, bigger. I don't see any more that's like got a massive ton in it. Or do I? This one's got quite a bit in it. That's the AB. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty. Wow. Okay. So let's see. What's new? What's been going on? The last time we chit-chatted, oh, the last WIP and Chat was the one that the 1 hour WIP and Chat challenge for Mrs. Coffee. So that one was about a week ago. That is number 797. 797. And then I had my live on Thursday night. And it's funny because I started my first, I guess, I say that I participate, but I'm not really participating in the Books and Diamonds, like, to win anything. You know what I mean? I'm just, like, I enjoy doing the, like, working on the same sort of things that other people, just because I feel like I'm, like, part of something, you know? 775. But other than that, yeah. However, with this one, I might actually enter because this is a big canvas and I think it like completely works. The other one was my like I Love You a Latte one that I had like somehow or another finagled into the Serendipity movie, because that movie has a lot to do with a particular book. If you've ever seen the movie Serendipity with John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale, if you have not seen it, do yourself a favor and go watch it if you love cutesy love stories. I love this movie. Plus, it's also a wintry Christmas kind of holiday-ish movie. And I love it. I have seen that movie so many times. I can't even tell you how many times I have seen that movie. I'm trying to get you in the picture, right? So you can see more of what I'm doing. And I just literally stabbed myself in the hand with these tweezers. Oh my God. Okay. This one is $4.35. $4.35. Anyway, this canvas is the Psalm 8, where it's got the little girl in the hands of Jesus. And so obviously the book, making sure that's right, $4.35, would be the Bible, right? Books and Diamonds, blah, blah, blah. So I thought that I would do this and maybe go ahead and like actually participate in the event, and just, you know, because I haven't really like participated. Like I did drills and chills, but I didn't participate like by trying to win anything, if that even makes any sense, if you even know what I'm talking about. So that one goes there. How did I mess that up? Oh, okay, so I'm not missing one of these, I'm missing one of these. I think I knew that. What am I doing? I don't know. Anyway, let's just keep on going, okay? So the next color is 136. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll see. I don't even know what the rules are, or like how to enter. I mean, I haven't really paid enough attention, but anyways, 136. Okay. I'm trying to not spill these, and it's not easy to do. Look how pretty those ABs are. Oh my God, they're beautiful. They're so pretty. Can you see that? How pretty that is? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, that one was 136. I have one other bag here of 310, which I'm not going to open until I need to. Let's see. I don't know what he's pecking on over there, but he's driving me crazy, man. Some of these have some more colors in them. Sorry for all the racket. Holy cows. Super loud, super loud. Okay. I'm gonna have to go tell him to knock it off. I think he's banging on a drum. But he's getting on my nerves. So got some of those cut down. Okay, 20. There's I hate it when my WIP and Chats are like this, when I'm like, don't know what to say, because I'm busy doing something else. I need to find a story to tell y'all. Okay, 436. 436. Some other events, the one that Mindy and I are doing, I'll tell you about that one. Mindy and I are doing an event in February, and her and I are both doing a Sherry Baldy canvas from Bella Safina. And, yeah, 436, okay. The event, though, isn't necessarily like a Sherry Baldy event, but it is a friendship or a pals, like, you know, our pals, gal pals or whatever. And so we are doing, the event is, the hashtag for the event is, hang on a minute, let me make sure I get it right. It's Palentine 2021. So, that is what the hashtag is. And, so we haven't like set out any official rules or anything yet, but just so you're aware, if you want to work on a Sherry Baldy canvas with us, you can. To participate in the Palentine 2021, 938. If you don't have a Sherry Baldy, then just any canvas that you have that reminds you of a friend or friendship in general. Maybe it's a canvas that a friend gave you, or one that you and your friend bought one, you know, like say you and I bought the same canvas and we want to work on it because we're friends and we want to like do it together. That would be a good idea. 820. And then even like the one Mindy is going to work on, I'm not going to give it away, but or tell which one it is, but like there is an animal or two in it, and so those are the friends that are in the canvas, you know. $433. So that's kind of her plan. And so, you know, I mean, the canvas has a little girl in it, obviously. I mean, all of us have Sherry Baldy's canvases have a little girl in them, usually, always. But, and she's got some little animal friends. So, you know, that's what she's using. And then that's really all there is to it. So we'll keep you updated, though, with an official announcement for how you can participate as far as entering for giveaways and such. There will be giveaways. Yay. I don't know if another bag will fit in there. Yeah, it don't look like another bag's going to fit, so I'm just going to put this over here with my extra 310. That was 820. This one right here. Okay. And then, okay, so let me tell you just some random stuff. So I mentioned before that I got my husband an air fryer for Christmas. The one I got, I think, is the Instant Pot Vortex Plus or Pro or something. I can't remember. But anyway, when he opened it, he was like, oh, gee, thanks, babe. But I'm like, he's the cook, okay? And I knew that he would love it. But in all fairness, you know, I don't know, though. In all fairness, to be honest with you, when I get stuff like that for Christmas, I'm like giddy as a, I don't know what, you know? I'm like, boo! Because I love kitchen stuff. 437. But anyway, he quickly was like wanting to try it out, you know? So he's made several, I mean, like, he's basically cooked in it almost every single night since we got it, or since he opened it. But basically since Christmas. He's like, uses it all the time. And I don't know what all he's made in it. He's made like freezer kind of food, you know, snacky stuff like tater tots and fries and nuggets and you name it. But anyway, he made, oh my God, they were so good. He didn't make these in the air fryer though. He did make these in the skillet, but he made fries, I think, in the air fryer that night. But he made the other night that was so yummy. It was mushroom and Swiss burgers. Oh, they were so good. I love mushroom and Swiss burgers. And I love it. So they were yum. And then tonight for dinner, which we haven't had yet, $37.70. 37.70. Yep, I have to double check and make sure because I do not want to put the wrong label on the wrong color. That would be bad, right? He is making, and I hope I'm saying it right. I mean, but he's making taquitos, okay? And they're like, I haven't had those in forever. And when I say that I've had them before, they were always like the El Monterey frozen ones or whatever brand they are. But I love those things. But I haven't had them in years. 738. And 73. Where are you? Oh, there you are. 738. So he's gonna make those tonight. He said he was gonna make, I don't know what kind. But yeah, I'm super excited. Because everything in that air fryer legit comes out super crispy. If you are even like thinking, they can't be as crispy as everybody says they are. Yeah, they are. Best French fries in the world. Best anything that's crunchy, like, oh my God, everything's just so good. So good. So I got 2 bags of 798. Wonder if I can get both bags in one of these, because these are a little bit smaller bags. Let's see here. I have a feeling I may have some extras like my other 310s over here in case they don't all fit. It is all kinds of noisy in my house tonight. I got my furnace kicking on. Sounds like a jet taking off. 798. Yeah, I won't be able to get another full bag in there, so I'll wait on that. 798. 798. I forget what I was saying. Oh, loud, the furnace. And then my kiddo next door beating and banging, which I think he's quit for a minute. Let's see if that stays true. I do not know what his intentions are. Got 2 bags of 739. I'm just gonna go ahead and put one of those 739s up because I have a feeling it ain't gonna fit. 739. Trying to think. I have some cool things coming up. I'm sorry. My WIP and Chats are normally not like, blah, blah, blah. You know, I mean, normally I'll talk through them. But every time I do this sort of WIP and Chat where I'm kidding up, I get all kinds of like, just don't want to mess anything up and get myself confused and do something wrong. So I'm sure you understand. 739. Okay. And most of my faithful viewers probably watch me in 1.5 or 2 times speed anyway. So blah, 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 blah. 37.46. I personally love to watch Kidding Up videos. I love them any kind of way. I love them when people are just talking. Oh, wait, I don't want to throw that in there yet. 3746. 3746. Here we go. I love it when people are talking. I love it when people kid up to like music, time lapse, WIP and Chat style, any which way. And I've done them several different ways, but when I try to do them during WIP and Chats, like I said, I tend to get all kinds of messed up. Messed up. I just cannot, my mom always said I couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time. 898. And that is a fact. 898. But, I mean, let's be honest. If I was not paying attention to what I'm doing, then we could have all kinds of problems, right? I mean, like the clouds could be brown and the Lord's hands could be purple or blue. The little girl's hair could be green. I mean, and then all the flowers could be black, you know. So, I mean, I do need to kind of pay attention here. Womp. So, are you, if you want to leave a comment and just a chit chat, as far as the hashtag Palentine 2021 event for Mindy and I, we will both be making an announcement video on one day in the last week of January sometime. So, if you want to know more information about that, then just be sure to keep an eye out. Moving on to another topic. Let's see, what was I gonna, leaving a comment and chit-chatting with me here. Let me know if you are doing books and diamonds, and if you are, what canvas are you working on? If you're not doing books and diamonds, let me know what you're working on. If it's another event, what canvas you're doing. If you're crocheting, knitting, looming something, painting something, cross stitch, any of it. Any of it. I like to know all of the things. Okay. Get some of these bigger colors here that had more things in them. 3811. That is such a pretty color. It's like a mint green, but it's like a darker mint green. It's pretty though. 3811. 3811. 3811. So I have a question. I mean, can someone like fill me in on these temperature blankets? What are they? I hear everybody in the world talking about crocheting or knitting a temperature blanket. And I'm like, okay, what even is that? I don't even know what that is. Can someone please fill me in, because I'm lost. I mean, I understand that there's different colors, but like, what do you gauge the colors on? And I heard someone say in a video the other day that they were like charting the temperatures outside, maybe. I have no clue. I don't even know. Like, is there certain temperatures that colors DMCs match to? I don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. I mean, I guess I could Google it, but what's the fun in that when I have friends here who are probably doing temperature blankets who could tell me what they are? And I have not crocheted in forever. Like I said, I mean, if you watched my last video, I talked about why I'm called the Uncrafty Crafter. Yeah, I'm the girl. If you need somebody that can crochet one sock, I'm your girl. 334. Most of the time, you're not going to find me crocheting 2 socks. I think I'm just going to start a so if you missed it, basically what happened was my mom taught me how to crochet. I sucked at it. I did one sock, didn't make the other sock because I didn't want to do it, because I didn't like it and I didn't know what I was doing. And I had a friend who had one foot because he had the other foot cut off in a farming machinery accident. And that friend I gifted that one sock to, and we laughed and laughed and laughed. The end. Hello, Uncrafty Crafter here. So anyway, there's that. 340. Sometimes these don't get cut. There we go. 340. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about the temperature blanket. I just need somebody to explain. Like Ricky Ricardo says, you got some splaining to do. I love Ricky Ricardo. I love Lucy. I love Lucy. I had a poodle several years ago. She was a toy poodle. And I named her Lucy from I Love Lucy. And everybody knew that I was like a Lucy fanatic. And I still am. But I used to collect Lucy stuff, but not as much now as I used to. Just because I'm like hit a stage in my life where I'm like, have too much stuff. And I want to like be a minimalistic person. Yeah, I don't know if that'll ever happen in my lifetime, but I would like to think so. 519. My husband's probably going to peck on the door anytime and be like, did you forget that we have a youngin' out here that if you want to eat sometime, you're going to have to come get her so I can cook. Oh, God. There are never enough hours in the day. I know you all have the same amount of hours as I do. We all have 24 hours a day. However, doesn't mean that so these all pretty much have about the same amounts in 3371. Yeah, yeah, I need to find out what a temperature blanket is. I have done lost track again. See what I'm saying? I cannot. Remind me not to do any more kidding up videos during a WIP and Chat, please. I suck at it. All right, put the sticker on there. Good to go. Oh, I got this watch, this Fitbit. I think I mentioned that already. The baby won't leave it alone. I knew she wouldn't. 993. If she sees anything that has a screen on it, she instantly takes her little finger and she's like trying to scroll. I'm like, girlfriend, you ain't even 2 years old. Get your happy hind end out of here. Stop it. She kills me. And so she like saw my watch light up earlier and she's like, ooh, that's pretty. What does it do? And so she's laying there going, meow, 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 meow. I mean, just making it do all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, can you stop? And then, of course, she got mad at me and she cried and cried and cried. But, you know, she does that with my phone. She'll do that with her daddy's phone, the iPad, my computer, anything. It's like, she's too cute, too smart. I'm just like, stop it. But she gets like mad and all offended if I'm like, you can't have my phone. Here's your phone. And I give her like toy, like VTech phone. And she's like, psh, whatever. Get that out of my face. That's stupid. She does. She acts all offended. She's like, yeah, no. I mean, what were you thinking when you even bought that for me? I want the real thing. God. And I do not, like my son, Eli, he has an iPad. He has had that iPad for probably 5 years and it still works. Granted, I can't do updates on it anymore because like and he's back to drumming again. But as far as his iPad goes, he's had the iPad for I hate these scissors when they won't let my thumb go. It makes me mad. They're little bitty kid scissors. I know I shouldn't be using them, but my other adult scissors are not nearby. So anyway, okay. This one is 602. 602. These are going to be a tight fit on these little ones. See how it's like right between here? It's a little bit tight. That's okay though. 602. That's a pretty pink color. Okay, back to the iPad. I keep like, you know. Anyway, he's had the iPad for so long, I can't update it. Any of the apps that he has on there can't update because the system isn't up to date, but I can't update it because it's already at the like last bit, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a dinosaur iPad, but it still works. He still uses it. So I don't really care, you know. He will get a new one eventually, but I mean, it still works so good right now that I'm like, yeah, I kind of hate to spend the money, you know. So maybe in another year when Jolie's bigger and more able to like manage an iPad and like kind of figure out what she's doing with some of the different like baby apps and stuff on there, then I might like give her that one and get him a new one, because I don't want to buy a new one to give her. I mean, that would be stupid, right? 603. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking that's what we might do. But just be smart. If you buy your kids iPads, like don't even leave the store unless you buy a case. And I mean like a good case, not a cheap case. But like a good, decent quality, sturdy case. Because those kids, man, they'll drop anything. And I think the one we have is an OtterBox. I could be wrong. Maybe it's not OtterBox. There's another, what was that called? I can't remember, but it's really good. And $38.55. It's been a lifesaver, you know. I mean, we have hardwood floors throughout our house. So, you know, anytime something drops, there's a chance it's going to break. And we've never had to have his, I'm not even going to say it. Because I'm like, nope, I'm not going to say that. Because as soon as I do, then boom. But you know what I was going to say. $38.55, $38.55. I believe that's what this one is. I'm looking at that upside down. $38.55, $38.55. Yeah, there's a lot of these that are similar in color and number. So, trying to make sure that I don't screw up. But yeah, I think before I would ever consider like getting her a new one later when she's bigger, as long as his stays functioning and working, then we'll just, you know, give her his old one and get him a new one. That makes more sense to moi. So, he has one at school too, but he don't bring that one home because he has one at home, an iPad anyway. But good way to break a nail, Jen. 991. I'm ready for some taquitos though, man. Got some cheese and some salsa and some sour cream. Yum. Today's Tuesday, so I mean, it makes sense to have like something taco-ish, right? Taco Tuesday. Hashtag. It's been so long since I've used this container. I've kind of missed it. I love my Harbor Freights, don't get me wrong. Love them. But it's cool to use something different, you know? It's just pretty. It's so pretty. 3854. 3854, I believe is this one. 3854, 3854, yes. 3854. Is anybody else lazy and just put labels over top of their other labels like me? Please tell me if you do so I don't feel so bad. Lazy crafter, raise your hand. I have to clean my bedroom. My bedroom where I'm filming at right now. Sometimes I film in here in my bedroom. I have a little table set up in the corner of my bedroom where I do this kind of stuff. And then I have a desk in my living room, which is where I do 99% of my diamond painting. I'll bring stuff in here when I have to film my lives, or film during the day when kids are home and loud and stuff. But 498. My bedroom has turned into, since Christmas. I think when Christmas happened, like, you know how it is when you clean house, when you're getting ready for like Thanksgiving and Christmas or just the holidays in general, and like you're hosting because you have friends and family coming, and you're rushing through cleaning a crazy house, and you have that one room that you can throw everything into, and then you don't allow anybody in that room when they're here, you know? That was my bedroom. There are still boxes from like Amazon, like shipping boxes where toys came in that are still in this room. There are tons of diamond painting boxes in this room that are trash, empty, need thrown away. Have not done that yet. Rolls of wrapping paper. I mean, I just need to take a weekend and clean this bedroom. 992. Like, there's a couple piles of dirty laundry in here that the dogs have turned into their, like, beds. Anybody else's dog just loved to lay on a pile of dirty clothes, or is it just me? 992. Yeah, they're happy campers if they can find a pile of dirty clothes to lay on. I'm like, you guys got beds. Why don't you lay in your beds? Because it don't smell like dirty clothes. That's why. So, and then Jolie, anytime I leave the door closed, because if I don't care about the dogs coming in here, but Jolie comes in here, and this room is not baby proof. I mean, it's okay when somebody's in here with her, but she can't be in here by herself. There's just too much stuff in here for her to get into, namely diamond painting stuff that I don't want her to touch. Nothing that she could really get hurt on or nothing like that, but like electric cords, you know, stretched from an outlet to the nightstand, that kind of thing. I just don't let her in here by herself. But she loves coming in here. Why does she love coming in here? Because she's not supposed to be in here. That's why. She knows. She knows she ain't supposed to be in here, so that's why she wants in here. She's one of those. She's one of those that's like, yeah, I'm not going to do what you're telling me to do. I'll do what I want to do. That's her. I was not that way as a child. My husband must have been, because I was not that way. If my mom told me to do something, I did it. For the most part. I mean, yeah, I'd gripe and complain, but I'd do it. You know? 211. 211. 211. But yeah, this is so pretty. See how pretty all the colors are? This is going to be a fun canvas to work on. I miss when I don't work on a Mandie Manzano for a while, because I miss working on those lines. Like, I like to, well, I'll section them off, you know, with like washi tape. And then, after I get them sectioned off and I start working on them, what I usually do is start on the 310, which is mainly the outlining, you know. And then I'll go back after I got all that done and then like color in the sections. That's how I love to work on. And I miss doing that when I haven't done one in a long time. 600. So, that is the plan. I'm excited. I'll get it kitted up. And then later tonight, after the kiddos go to bed, and I can chill out for a little bit, I'll section this off and get started diamond painting. Not very many more to go. Well, for this one, I think I may just get this one done, like 2 more, and then call it stop time for a little bit so that I can go relieve the husband from his child watching duties. 900. And get dinner done and eat, because it is getting late. And I've probably been at an hour or longer by now. I do not know. But the rest that I have kitted up are just the like smaller bags of colors, like what I'm working on right now. And I'll be putting the rest of those all into these Harbor Freight containers. These are all my extras of the ones that I had multiple bags of. So I will just, if I have extra room in here, I'll just keep all my extras like that. Like that. So when I run out, I'll have extras to pull from. 900. And then I have this sticker that I can like keep in here. And then my smaller sticker that comes with the kits, I'll put in my Harbor Freight container so they don't get like mismatched, and keep them together and know what I'm doing with myself. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. I appreciate that you sat here through this. If you did sit here through this, big, huge hug and kiss to you, man, for sitting here the whole time, because I don't know that I could have. Oh, I would have probably been like, yeah, nah, I'm good. But anyway, I hope that you guys were able to at least get some stuff done while I dilly-dallied here for however long it's been. So that is it for this week's WIP and Chat. The next time you see me, I think tomorrow, I will have an uploading of this as an unboxing. And then on Thursday, I'll be live on Thursday night at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, so anyway, I hope that you guys kind of enjoyed this. I don't know. See how pretty the colors are? Aren't they so pretty, pretty, pretty? But yeah, anyway, so super duper pretty. What I do after I get them all done like this is I will pull all these out and then number them 1 through whatever. So like this might be over here. Like, see, this one is number 6 here, 06. So, and this one's number 1. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 would be right there. So I just have to go through, take them all out, put them in numerical order. That's how I usually do it. And then I have a handful left of colors to do. I've got these labels left for the extra colors that I'm gonna put in my Harbor Freights. And I'll be done kitting up later tonight. So anyway, you guys have a great day, great rest of the week. And be sure to hit the thumbs up button and that notification bell. If you are new and want to subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified the next time I upload another video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.